Mm-hmm. Yep. We are here at the Oak Alley Plantation.
Yeah.
And just walking in, but man, is it beautiful.
Oh, so far. We just got to the edge of it.
I know,
beautiful.
we're just walking in and it is beautiful. The flowers everywhere, the birds. Oh,
live
man.
oaks.
Yeah, the live oaks everywhere. So, yeah, we're gonna walk around and take you a tour with us.
Wow, look at these things.
Listen, how beautiful.
How big these things are. I thought that was straight.
I know, that's why I started to go too.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You can get a picture of it though. Okay, we are at the Oak Alley Plantation, waiting to go in and tour the house. It is amazing, beautiful. So beautiful, so many different flowers and trees. I'll show you here. There's even a little cemetery on the grounds. Stewart family graveyard from 1925 to 1972. Last resident owners. Look at these trees. Massive. Gorgeous. Look how beautiful.
Inside the house.
No photography? Okay.
Trees that are here from his lineage. Then when we step to the back, while we're talking about the cabins there, on high or Pauline just recently while traveling down here, those on, and it is representing the original 20 cabins that stood in that area. The trees coming forward are showing you where the additional cabins would stand in that area. When you walk out there, start on the right-hand side and follow the pathway around the cabins.
All right, we just finished up the Oak Alley Plantation tour. We toured the big house and walked around the grounds, looked at the slavery homes, and I thought it was awesome.
It was good.
It was beautiful. The birds
nice.
Chirping, the wind's just a slight breeze, and it was beautiful.
Yeah. The flowers and the oaks and everything was awesome. They're really, really nice.
Yeah.
A lot of history here. Pretty much ended around after the Civil War, and then the house sat empty for
60 years?
Yeah, something like the 20s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1920s is when
The last owners bought it, the Stewarts.
Stewarts, yeah,
They owned it till 1972.
right.
And
That's when she passed.
yep, she passed. The husband passed early on, and she kept it going and lived until 1972.
Yeah. And
She was 96, I think he said.
something like that. But
She was in her 90s.
But the tour guide did a good job. He explained a lot of the history, and it was only $3 more to do the house tour than just to walk the ground. So
It's worth it.
Well worth the $3.
Yes.
And also they had a AAA discount.
Yeah.
They had a few different discounts, military, senior, but pretty much it got you the house tour for free, with that discount.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean a lot of history here, and we love plantations. We've been to quite a few of them now, down around South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our first one in Louisiana, and it was definitely worth doing.
Definitely, yeah. Said
but-
they owned, how many different owners was there?
There was a total of 9, they said, but
Yeah.
From the first owner, who was the original builder, they built it. Took 3 years to build, and after they lived in it, he only lived in it for 9 years, he said, before he passed.
Yeah, he passed at like age 47, 48, 48.
48. Yeah, that's what
He had rheumatoid arthritis severely bad to where it almost crippled him.
Yeah, but then they got a little financial, and then after the Civil War, basically when all the slaves became free, that they couldn't pay the slaves, so
They had, well, before they became free, they had to start selling off some to pay some of their debt.
they did, and then but they at 66 they got foreclosed on, and then basically the property and the house just kind of went in ruins until the 1920s when the new owners, the Stewarts, bought it. But people bought it for the
land
and sugar cane. They continue to harvest sugar cane on it. So,
And they just let the house sit, and from all the storms it just started going to ruins
yeah,
until the Stewarts bought it.
yeah. But there's just over 100 slaves that during the pre-Civil War era that actually was here, and it was terrible, the slavery, but it was really interesting history-wise.
Sorry about the noise. The wind is blowing the awning covers.
But really interesting
or the slide covers.
How the process, how the whole plantation worked. I mean, that was really interesting.
Yeah, they gave great detail on everything.
Yeah.
how they did the sugar cane, the timelines of planting it and harvesting it, the timeline of just everything that went on here throughout the year. So it was a really, really good tour. I highly recommend it, and it's beautiful.
We spent about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes here, but you could probably, if you set aside 3 hours, you definitely can see everything and take your time. But we hit this as a stop along to our next destination. But I gave it 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Me too. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So we are gonna get back on the road, and head towards Texas.
Here we go.
About how far do we have to go?
We had about, from our campground, about 260. We've still got about 220 left.
So, all right, we'll see you down the road.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.
If you did, please give us a like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Make sure you watch for our next video,
where we travel into and across Texas.
Remember, life's a blessing.
So enjoy the journey.